These are the results that started coming in on days 1 and 2. Yeah. Hey guys, Nessa here. Welcome to the Project Girl Boss channel, where we talk all things YouTube and, as you can see, growing your channel. Today's video is actually part of our challenge series, 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. And what I'm actually going to be doing is I'm going to be visiting one of the challenge participants' channel to see if there's anything there that we can improve on to increase their chances of gaining subscribers and keeping them once they come across her channel. So let's go ahead and get started. Actually, before we do get started, I do have some channels to shout out. I'm going to go ahead and put them up on the screen right now. These channels are on every single one of my videos. They're always in the comment sections, cheering me on, showing me some love. So I just wanted to come in here and say, I see you, I appreciate you, and this is my little way of saying thank you. Now, if you want a chance to be featured or shouted out on my channel, all you have to do is engage with me genuinely in my comment section or tag me on your Instagram stories watching one of my videos. Now, let's go visit this channel. The channel we're going to be looking at is called Growing Up Walls, and it is run by this lovely lady called Nikki. Now, Nikki and I already spoke on Instagram. She doesn't know what I'm about to say, but I did kind of let her know, hey, I want to have the freedom to be really honest with you. I just hope that you don't take any offense. And she kind of gave me the green light and said, hey, go for it. I'm going to talk to Nikki now because this is Nikki's channel. And the rest of you, why don't you join me in the comment sections where we can have a healthy discussion. So all of you join in if you agree with me. Even if you disagree with me, let us know. Hey, Nessa, you know what? I didn't see it that way. I thought it was more like this. Let us all help Nikki, give her some constructive criticism, you guys. And I mean constructive. We are not here to tear anybody down. We are here to help each other correct things that may be keeping our channels from growing. So let's go ahead and get started. Nikki, the one thing that I would say is that when I come on your channel homepage, if I'm just coming across it for the first time, I don't really get a sense of what your channel is about. And there's several reasons for that. And let's start with a couple of them. So the first one is the name. Your channel name is called Growing Up Walls. I'm sure that that means something to you. But to me and to everybody else coming that kind of doesn't know the backstory, the name doesn't really have any significance. And then the image that you kind of have on the channel art is, some leaves. And then your background itself is green. So if I just look at it just like that and not even focus on the videos or take the time to look down, I could think to myself, well, what is this? Is this like a gardening channel? Is it a nature channel? Is it a channel where we talk about ivy growing up the walls? Like what does it all mean? Writing letters as self-care and accidental how-to, episode 35. I'm assuming that that's your latest video. So let's say I stumbled across that video on YouTube. I watched it. I really liked it. I come on your channel. I look at your name. It confuses me. And then I look at your avatar and that has a heart. I'd have to then look through your videos, and you don't really have any sections created either that kind of give me an idea of what the channel is about. You have one here called multiple playlists and popular uploads. In the ones that say popular uploads, they start with episode 7, cutting off the hair. Then you have a life update, introduction, a ramble vlog, and then you have featured channels. So I kind of don't know what I'm gonna get with this channel. And that's me kind of taking the time to look through all of that kind of really quickly, and a lot of people are just not going to do that. The next thing is your tagline, and your tagline can also get a little bit confusing. So your tagline right now reads, real videos when I can manage them. Now for me, because I took the time to watch your videos, and I also have the unfair advantage of having checked with you guys in the Facebook group as to who you are speaking to and what you wanted to make videos about, I can assume that what you mean by that is that you put out videos that are authentic whenever you feel emotionally ready and emotionally able to put them out. but other people can take that to mean different things. So other people can say, well, what does that mean? Does that mean that she's going to make videos only when she has time because she has too many things to do? Or does it mean that she's only going to make videos whenever she feels like it? Does it mean that I'm going to subscribe and then I'm not going to get a video for another month? Is it going to take 3 months for me to get a video? So I definitely think that the tagline needs work. So let's actually take a look at what you said in the Facebook group as to who you wanted your videos to speak to. On the Facebook group, you said, my channel is for the overwhelmed and discontent. Humans who are finding life very stressful or dissatisfying for various reasons. My channel attempts to keep showing the viewer that it's okay to take care of yourself while being yourself. Because I know that is what I think you mean when you say, hey, real videos when I can manage them. Because obviously sometimes life gets really stressful and overwhelming and you may not want to make videos and put videos out. But other people are not going to understand that. So I would change the tagline. I would rework the whole channel art, to be honest with you. And I don't even think that you need to change the color. So like if you like that green, then perfect, keep the green. I don't even think that you need to change the name. I actually like the name. Maybe just let us in on the secret as to what it means to you or why you called it that. But I would change the tagline so that it's more a reflection as to what you said in the group. You don't even have to say this is for the overwhelmed and discontent, because some people find that, oh, it's for like negativity or stuff like that. But you can call it like, hey, videos for when you need a friend, or videos for when you need to talk, or videos for when life becomes stressful. You know, find a way where you can make people understand these are the kind of videos that I come to watch whenever I'm feeling a certain type of way, because Nikki understands how I feel. Nikki went through it. I saw her last video and it's like she was speaking about me. We talked about the playlist a little bit, but I'm going to go into them a little bit deeper now. So right now you only have upload and multiple playlists. And I know that this is a question that you had where you said, I kind of just started lumping everything into one whole playlist. And I do think that you need to rework these. You can actually delete the playlist, keep the videos because you don't want to lose the watch time, but you can completely start over with your playlists and it's not going to affect your watch time as long as the videos are still up there. And the way that I would do the playlist is I would do them for the different feelings or emotions that you're trying to capture. This other one that you have down here that's called multiple playlists, and then you kind of have them called healthy bits, personal bits, authentic bits. I think you have the right idea, but you need to kind of take them out into their own sections. And I would make it about the emotion or the feeling, because that is what people are going to connect to. So I would maybe have a playlist and I would call it like for days when you're super stressed, or for days when you're overwhelmed, or these are videos about self-help or my mental health. I would also keep the popular uploads only because your popular videos are the ones that bring in the most subscribers and you do want those on your channel. The other thing that you want to make sure is that the video that your playlist starts with is a winner video. And this is actually a tip that I picked up from Brian Dean, and he always said your playlist needs to start with your winner videos. And winner videos are videos that have brought you in subscribers or that you've seen a lot of engagement in, because that means that those videos connected with people, and you want those to be the first videos that new people see, because it's probably going to connect with them too, and then they're going to want to keep watching the other ones. Let's actually go into the video tab now and talk about the thumbnails a little bit. Your thumbnails I actually really like. I kind of like the style that you have going right now, where everything looks a little bit uniform with the black shirt, the white font, having it behind you. I like the border that you put. The only thing that I would change about that, and that might just be me being type A, is I don't necessarily like the way the red looks with the green. I would either switch the red for white or for yellow. And I do know where the red is coming from. So I think that the red is coming from the little hearts that you have. And then the green, obviously the background, but you do have that yellow in there as well. And I think that green and yellow would play better, something about them being complementary. Or if you really wanted to keep the red, I'd make it red and yellow, because then they're both primary colors. But again, that could just be me being anal. Everybody let me know down in the comments, you know, because it's a thing. Another question that you had was, once you found kind of a thumbnail theme that you like and feel comfortable with, if you can go back and rework your old thumbnails. And yes, you absolutely can rework your old thumbnail. Another thing that I found interesting is this one thumbnail that is just plain white with text called "Where Did I Go?" because it actually caught my attention because it's so different. It kind of stands out from the rest that it made me want to click on it, you know? So I think that's something that you can kind of play around with it. See if maybe if you have something kind of like that. I know that Brian G. Johnson has been doing thumbnails like that, where he just has one background color and he puts text right across the middle of it, and he puts something like "Don't click on this," and that's his thumbnail, you know? So it's something that can appeal to people. And so the fact that you did that there, it did catch my attention. You might want to play around with that. Like I said, do a couple of them. So not every single thumbnail like that, but every now and then throw it in there, see if it gets a lot of clicks. And if it does, you might have like a thumbnail strategy there. I don't get the episode things. So initially when I started watching your videos, I started with the most recent ones, of course. And the fact that you're calling them episode 35, episode 34, I was like, wait, well, what did I miss? Was there something before 35 that had to do with writing letters? And then as I went into your videos, I realized, oh, okay, it's just the video sequence. So video number 1, or the first video that you uploaded, that's kind of like episode 1. But I don't think that you want to do it that way. I think that if you're going to number them, you should do it by series. I think that this channel could blow up because the stuff that you're talking about is stuff that everybody can relate to, okay? I went through an episode in my pregnancy where I was so anxious and I felt like nobody could understand how I felt except other moms that had gone through miscarriages. So the fact that you talk about these things, it's important because everybody feels this way. I was watching the video, how to help someone who isn't ready for help. Who hasn't had that in their life? I get vibes of the Dad How Do I channel, you know, and that's that dad that kind of blew up on YouTube. And he's not even doing all of the things that we're talking about with, you know, tags and keyword research and all of that. I mean, he may be doing it now, I don't know. But his videos, you know, his thumbnails are very simple. And I think that the main reason that his channel blew up is because of the way he connected to people. Now he's doing more like practical type videos, you know, so it's more of like, hey, how do I change a shower head? How do I change a tire? But people still connected with him on an emotional level. So it was people that maybe grew up without a dad, or people who had lost their dad, and they saw this father figure in this man. And yeah, the algorithm might have like picked up one of his videos and promoted it, but it was the emotional connection that he had with people that made people just want to share his videos out. Now, unfortunately for you, you are still a small channel and you haven't had, you know, the luck that he had of getting his videos picked up by the algorithm. And right now you are swimming in an ocean of videos and other creators. So the only way that you can kind of make sure that your videos get seen is to play to the algorithm. And we're actually going to get into all of that within the challenge. So I'm not going to touch on that right now. We are going into the video strategy portion of it. But right now we're kind of just looking at the surface of when people come to your channels. But I do get that kind of vibe from your channel because people will be able to connect with your videos on that emotional level. And when you can make people feel with your videos and when you can connect with them with your authenticity, my God, that is when you can blow up. That brings me to the titles because it's something that I noticed. Your titles are not helping you get found. You kind of have to find the balance of what makes sense to you, what will make sense to people, and what the algorithm needs as well. So for example, I'm gonna go back to that video, how to help someone who isn't ready for help. You need to make sure that that is a searchable title. And the way that you do that is you go to the YouTube search bar and you just begin typing it out. I'm going to begin typing your title the way that you have it right now so that you can see that it's not something that people are searching for. So it's like how to help someone. And then you see how the drop down starts appearing with like suggestions. So you see what happens the minute I get to isn't, the list gets shorter and the rest of your title isn't among the suggestions, which means people are not searching for that topic using those words. But look how they are searching for it. How to help someone who doesn't want help. And that's actually the first search term. I would have made the title this, how to help someone who doesn't want help. And in your video, that's actually how you said it. I don't know if you realize that, but when you go to your video, you say, how do you help someone who doesn't want help? Even you yourself didn't say how to help someone who isn't ready. I looked through a couple of your other titles and a lot of them are not search terms. So that's something that I think that you should work on. The other thing that I found a little bit confusing was your about section. So in your about section, you talk about the videos that you make. You also say, welcome to Growing Up Walls. This would be a good place for you to let us know what growing up walls means, if you don't want to make a whole video about that. You do have that last line that says, created by a professional human with 42 years of experience. I get what you mean. You're basically saying, hey, I'm not a licensed professional with a degree, so I'm not certified to give anybody advice, but I have been a human for 42 years and have had and dealt with these experiences, and this is how I basically dealt with it. So I get that, but it does leave room for it to be unclear, where someone could just be skimming quickly through it and think, oh, this is a professional with 42 years of experience. Just take that into consideration. Someone that's been doing really well at this has been So Vidushi. She's revamped her whole channel. So you can see she's gone with this pastel theme. It looks really nice. So she redid her thumbnails, she redid her banner, and everything is working cohesive. People come to the channel, they have an idea of the type of YouTuber that she is, and then you can see the playlist that she has. She has this playlist called NewTubers, and then she puts the description right there. Videos for people who are also starting out on YouTube. Anybody that's a new YouTuber is automatically going to be attracted to that playlist. The minute they go to her channel, they can kind of see that and they're like, yes, and they'll begin playing them. So that is essentially what you want to do to your channel. Anyway, Nikki, that's all I have to say about kind of the surface look of the channel right now. Overall, I think you're doing great. I know that you've been stepping out of your comfort zone a little bit in the challenge and it has been working. You have been gaining subscribers. We're going to get into all of the rest of the stuff like titles and video strategy and all of that, so don't even worry about that. So do with that what you want. I'm going to borrow one of your lines and let you know that these are just my opinions. Let's see what everybody else has to say in the comment section. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and link Nikki's channel down in the description below in case you guys want to check her out. And that is all we're going to do for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it and if you want an opportunity to get your channel reviewed as well as we go along in the challenge, go ahead and give this video a big like. And if you want to help me out, then share it with other people so that other people can also find it. I will go ahead and see you on the next one. Bye.